Rah! 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 Hi! Oh my gosh, ENvtuber just bouncing around. You're really trying to fly. Just because you got a pilot's hat doesn't mean you can fly, Vince. Oh. Hello, Cupcake. I can't be here. I needed my dad. Got alopecia. I don't know what that is, but he needs to go to the hospital today. Wish him luck from us, Sir Honey Rose. I hope he gets better. I say hi. Bonjour. Bob the Innkeeper, 7th stage of rage. And Sir Honey Rose and ENvtuber. I'm here. I'm here. Something to do with a bone. Ooh. I hope it's okay. Oh gosh, I'm getting gloves on. Oh, my tummy's not good today. It's really it wasn't good yesterday either. So I'm probably not be able to go very long today, but well, not be on my normal time anyway. Oh, my tum-tums. It's not funs. I had some food. Maybe I shouldn't have had some food, but I felt like I needed to have some food. So... Oh, but I've got some models built. Oh gosh, my tummy. I'm leaning back. I'm leaning back to put less pain and stress on my tummy. Thanks for head pats. So I'm flying. So I'm removing gravity from myself so gravity doesn't hurt my tummies. Well, that just means I'm floating about a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't you see something fun though? Want to see something fun? What arrived today? What arrived today? It's a plush toy. It's a plushie. Oh, okay. It's a bit bright. It's a bit bright on screen. But yeah, it's Death Master. It's a Death Master. And look, it's got a little knifey knife. Oh, it's a 12 pluses. It's a 12 plus teddy. And it's got another little knife. Knife, stab to meet you. Got your light. Look at it. Look at you, Skaven. Look at the little feetsies. It's very bright, isn't it? What's that model fell on the floor? Okay, I'm turning off some light so it'll be a little less bright. That's a cute little gosh. Thank you. Morning to ye. Hello. That's our Cupcon defeated by common food. Yeah. It's because it's super bright today. I'd have to close my curtains to stop it being so bright. But look at this. It's also weird. This camera sometimes is just really harsh with contrast. Like, see, it's too bright still for this stuff here, for the light colour of the fur. But it's too dark for the armour on those guys. It's like, what? Oh, I don't understand this camera. I don't know. I don't know enough about cameras and stuff to be able to fix it. Some primed Tyranid swarm. Can you paint it yellowish white with an orange card paste? No, I'm not going to be doing it that colour. I'm doing it this colour. Hi, Talan. Yeah, I'm doing it this colour. That's a colour scheme we're going for our Tyranids. But yeah, here he is. Here's the Death Master. A Death Master Skaven. I've got to turn that little light off. And it's still too bright, what the hell? There you go. I'll block some of the light with my hand. There you go. Oh. And we also got this thing. Deal for watching the dark. I don't even like dark angels, but this thing's just so cute. I'm just cuddling. It's just squishy. It's squishy. Oh my god, is that him? Yes, it is him. And he does have a third knife. It's just a very weird shaped knife. One knife. Two knife. And I don't like it's only coloured on one side, but whatever. And he's got a little belt. Look at his little belly. Look at his little, look how squidgy he is. He's squidgy. He's squidgy. He's squidgy. For some reason, I don't know why they say I'm not allowed to keep rats and pets. We're so squidgy. No, don't squish. Belly squish. Belly squish. Belly squish. Belly. Pop, pop, pop. Look at little feces. Look at little feces. Oh. Show me the knife. No, this is the knife. It's just very weird shaped knife. Oh, look, look. Very weird shape. Still no snake plushie. Well, we don't have snake plushie, but we have squig plushie. Okay, this one we might need the lights on again for it. Look at its shiny yellow eyes, like gold drops, and its yellow teeth. It does actually have gold and shiny teeth, though. That's hilarious. No wonder the orcs like collecting squig teeth. Look how shiny they are. They're gold. Well, you are British, so I cannot contradict you on that. How fast did he arrive? Actually, pretty fast. They ordered him. We saw them on the Sunday, didn't we? And yeah, because that was a preview, and I ordered them that day. And Sunday's not a working day, so they arrived in 2 days. No, they arrived in 3 days. They arrived today. So yeah, they arrived in 3 days. Well, Sunday's not a working day, so it would have taken them just for Monday to process the order. Oh, apparently they're made in Vietnam. Oh. Tommy. I hate how it says Age of Sigmar. They're not Age of Sigmar, they're Old World. It's a Nasher Squig. A Nasher Squig. Oh no, he's a little colossal squig. He's a little colossal squig. He's a squidgy squig. He's a squishy squig. With a squishy horn. Oh wait, squids are... No, they're not orcs. Orcs are like a... Oh, he's got a little... Oh, look at his tongue. Look at his fluffy tongue. Oh, he's got a tongue. I thought orcs used orc teeth. No, they use basically any big teeth. Squigs and orc teeth are the most favoured. But, like, if they find a big creature that's not even related to orcs at all, like other fungus things, but they'll still use the teeth. Like, if they found a big old dinosaur with big old dinosaur teeth, they'll like those teeth. And similarly, they might use the tusks of boars and stuff, even though they're technically not teeth. I'm sorry, but compared to the models, he might be a colossal squig. But let's get this bigger lights on again, guys. I do need it for painting. But yeah, I finished making the rest of the Raffiners last night. So here's a Raffiner Prime. It's a pretty large model, actually. Like, look at it compared to a Space Marine. It's huge. And we got the 5 Raffiners. We got the Wrecker Raffiner here with his big old Wrecker claws. Like, rah. We got the big old... We made this one yesterday. The flamethrower.
That is clearly not primed toe.
That is clearly not primed. It's not primed. It is a primed model. It's called a Raffiner Prime. We also got the psychic ones, but its horns broke off. I do know its little psychic tendrils. I kind of wish I gave this head to the Prime. But yeah, because these are meant to be the hyper adapted squad, I wanted to make each of them, you know, have some form of hyper adaptation. So like this one has a big old mouth. This one has a Wrecker claws. This one's a Spitter. This one's a Psyche one. And then you got the Tyrannid Prime. With hands. Oh yeah, one of the others has hands. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one also has handy hands. He got 3 fingers on its hands. Would they get that many teeth? What's this? Would it be hilarious if it was a small human tribe which glued human teeth together and tricked orcs into thinking they were just slightly cracked and paid them to leave them alone with said teeth? Humans do actually trade with orcs in both 40k and fantasy. I think it was more common in fantasy where orcs are more mercenary-like and more tribal. And then they had proper farms and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't uncommon for orcs to be bribed by humans to leave them alone. Often the bribe could be anything from food, gold, Because the orcs might trade in teeth. Actually, fantasy orcs, I don't think actually traded in teeth that much. I think they did a little bit, but they also utilised gold because they could use that to buy things from other races such as ogres and humans. Sometimes weapons. Teeth would be another one because it's like if someone farms spars, I don't know, hunt spars, they might collect a load of teeth and then they might use that to pay off orcs. Well, they got not teeth but tusks. But they could be given to orcs as teeth. With humans and orc trading, often it comes down to just giving them weapons, but sometimes it is food. Orcs also have conquered human territories without doing anything. It's like there's can't remember what it's from, but there's an orc where he's not a warlord, but he works for a different warlord. So technically he's a warlord of his own tribe or group or whatever, but he's below a much bigger warlord. But yeah, he conquers like 3 human planets, and one of them he gets to make him bolt guns because they made bolt guns. It's like we hear that you give 1,000 bolt guns to the Imperium like every month. So I'm gonna come back in a month and you give us 1,000 bolt guns instead. It's like those Imperium boys won't come after you while I'm over here. And he didn't do anything. He just basically said, we'll send a bunch of stompers down to crush you if you don't give us your guns. And they gave him his guns. Another one was an agri world where they just gave him food. And I think with the world of the bolt guns, it's one of the times when he came back, they said that if they wanted the bolt guns, they're going to have to come and take it from them. So he sent down a whole load of stompers just to crush them. And then afterwards, rather than keeping the planet again once he surrendered. Oh no! As soon as he started like sending the stompers down and they basically tried calling his bluff, they immediately surrendered. But by that point he said, nah, I'm going to have more fun killing you now. Teaches you and everyone else not to double cross me. But yeah, hi Saradwin, hi a certain mysterious virtuoso. But yeah, it is pretty fun. But yeah, here's a scale of a Ravener compared to Space Marine. We're actually on the same base as a Sword Brethren. And as a sort of Sword Brethren in a Crusader squad versus Ravener, it's pretty even in size actually against the standard Ravener. But against the Ravener Prime though, it's yeah, it's a bit different in size. Ravener Primes are basically like warrior primes and stuff. They commanders, they characters. Ravener Prime versus my Neurolictor. Neurolictor's much bigger. What about this thing? Headpat, thank you. Hi, Bonjour. I technically already said hi to you, but I don't think I'd return by then. Yeah, about the same size. But yeah, also I made all 10 gaunts. And do you want to see how big a gaunt is compared to a Space Marine? Do you want to see how big a gaunt is compared to a Space Marine? This is Space Marine. This is a gaunt. It's like... Yeah, gaunts are not small, by the way. Names are back, apparently. Yeah. The names are back. They came back yesterday.
Give me my hat, Mum. I can't live without it.
You can live without it. Look, I've still not forgiven you for already wanting to join Chaos and stuff, so... What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. Add... Sprinkles at Inquisitor Muffin minus 100,000.
Without my hat, chaos will corrupt my mind with its evil waves. I need my tinfoil hat.
You need a tin. You don't have a tinfoil hat. You have a normal wizardy hat. I was drunk, Mum. I don't know what you put in for food, but I had 3 kilos of alcohol per litre of blood. What? A kilo? Yeah! Oh, no. Oh, that didn't actually remove the sprinkles from Inquisitor Muffin. That's sad. Okay, I might be able to sort it out if I go... Oh, no, I can't sort it out here because Inquisitor Muffin's blacklisted here. Okay, if I double click here... Gift. Inquisitor. Inquisitor Muffin, here we go. Yeah, I can reset Inquisitor Muffins. Okay, does the leaderboard work now? Check Inquisitor Muffin's leaderboard. Taking money from our version of Jeff Bezos. No, no, no. Inquisitor Muffin shouldn't be on the leaderboard. Inquisitor Muffin's just a mod bot. So we need to get... So we can't have you competing with something that has no way... That watches every second of a stream and is able to earn sprinkles at every second of a stream. There we go. Yeah, we can't have that competing. I've tried turning it off for Inquisitor Muffin, but it's not doing very well. Not his fault, he's a capitalist. By the way, have you seen the leaderboard though? Now I'm not on the leaderboard anymore. I managed to fix it. And also Inquisitor Muffin gives you the leaderboard, not me. Yeah. Yeah, I managed to fix it. Woo! Also, Honey Rose is on the leaderboard now. Yeah, Conjuror's being chaotic. I said, I'm not. I've been fixing the leaderboard for you. So now, Inquisitor Muffin's not on it. I'm not on it. Only you guys are on it. But yeah, gaunts are pretty huge. It's like, look at this gaunt doing a leaping attack versus Space Marine. It's like... There we go. Bah, 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 bah. Gaunts are pretty huge. I mean, the Gaunt is still not going to do much against the Space Marine. Also, we got little Rippers here. And again, Rippers are not tiny. Look how big they are. It's like the size of a dog or a cat. Lady Gambling needs her child support. What's this? I'm not in it by choice. I choose to be part. Really, really. Let's find some other models to compare. Oh yeah, I also managed to get only 4 of the other models done. But here's a tech piece archaeologist. I could in theory edit it to like change some stuff, like, you know, the angle of the gun and stuff, but I don't like this model. It's a really cool model.
Huzzah, the Federal Reserve is no longer part of the top 5 richest people.
Inquisitor Muffin is not the Federal Reserve. I'm the Federal Reserve. I'm still richer than all of you by a long way. Also, the Federal Reserve in America is no longer top 5 richest either. But yeah, it's a really cool looking model. I do like the model. It's just, it's so unmoddable. Like, customizable. Like, if you really want to edit it, you have to just cut the arm off because it's part of the main body part, and this arm is the same. The head is connected to these tube things, and so if you have a head by itself, it's... Oh no, it's just all meh. It's a push fit model. It's a push fit model. They're not the most customizable or kit bashable. This model is okay, but I did have a bit of difficulty trying to glue it, and I feel like these little things, the connection on these guys these little robo arms is incredibly small in those little circles there, so it feels like it'll fall apart at a moment's notice. The arms have a decent enough, well, this arm does. This arm doesn't, because this has 2 connection points. But yeah, it's an okay model. I think this is a cool looking model. It looks a bit silly at the same time, but it is kind of cool. I wish that we just got a proper Inquisitor Servitor squads though. Like, the Servitor squads we have now, they only got 8 Servitors in the squad. Yeah, I've got the Heavy Bolter done, and I got the... And the Heavy Bolter's actually on a bigger base than the other guys. The other guys on 25mm basis, the Heavy Bolter's on for 32mm. I also got the Photic Rifle, or whatever it's called. Pretty cool models. I like the Servitors and stuff. I do like the models themselves because the arm attachment points, it's not special or anything like, you know, what lots of the modern models are. It's just flat. There's a flat piece here on the side of the body, then it's a flat piece at the side of the arms. They just stick together normally. Did you say you were gonna get revived Archmages and Necromunda for Genestealer Cult Patrol? It might have been a speculative idea. It might have been for 5... Oh, do you mean for Genestealer Archmages? Now I was saying he would be a good one. I don't plan to get him. Although maybe we would get him one day. Maybe we will, actually. That'll be cool. If you're talking about the one that's like a Genestealer now, and he created the entire Genestealer infection cough by accident. But yeah, I just wish that we got more servitors in the Adeptus Mechanicus, the AdMech, trying to uncover forgotten memories by asking for one. Making for memories is usually a great idea, unless it is Conjuror. Now, I don't think that was ever a plan. There were a few models in the, you know, Necromunda that I have plans to make into something. For instance, we got... I bought the Clan Escher models to turn into some Sileneshi cultists and... what's it called? I forget the name. It's a squad. Not a squad. 5 members. Demonic. There's a Psyker. There's some demon thing. There's 2 swords. I forgot the name. Dark something or other. Dark Commune. Dark Commune, I think it's called. Yeet. Little Archmage with his little Genestealer familiar, but really, he's... Yeah, no, it was just speculative ideas. But I've got no current plan to do that because we're getting so many characters already for Genestealer Cult Combat Patrol magazine. But yeah, I like this hand over here. It's actually, you can make it so it's closed, it's open, or it's only partially open because it's 2 pieces. Yeah, I actually really like the new servitor models. They're a lot cleaner than other servitors. They're very clearly meant to be for battle, unlike a lot of the other servitors you see. So I do like them. And they are meant to be fresher servitors, I think. But I do wish the Adeptus Mechanicus had actual servitor squads like we do in... what's it called? Oh, what is it called? Horus Heresy. There we go. So my brain is all over the place today. Yeah, I wish we got the servitors like... Because they have squads of 20 servitors, and it's like... Why can't we get that for the Adeptus Mechanicus? Like, they clearly want Adeptus Mechanicus to be a hard army. And I've realised Adeptus Mechanicus are basically Skaven. Someone was saying, hey, we're Skaven. And it's like, wait, what? Wait. It's correct. It is correct! They both love their lightnings. Skaven are all after for warp stones, and these guys are all after... What's it called? Oh, archaeotech, which is like just ancient tech. Both of them have weird lightning weapons that, you know, neither side really understands. But no one really understands or is likely to explode as not. And both of them love committing friendly fire atrocities. Both of them love hard attacks. It's just, they've got a very similar political system as well. It's like, yes. But also, faction focus and mechanicum. Warp lightning cannons! Warp lightning! When they add in piggyback servitus tomorrow. It's literally just a warp lightning cannon. It's actually true. The Skaven understand their weapons. Point and shoot. If a weapon does something else, it's not their problem because they would be mincemeat. Yep. They should have servitors as truly cheap screen like Skaven interns. Yeah, the servitors should be like... Because if you look, we'll go to the shop. There's a couple of things here. There's really cool stuff. Also, there's an image here. It's got the drones. The other plague drones. But these were resin models. But you can't buy them anymore. So we're wondering if they're bringing back the resin models or not. Oh yeah, you can see their servitors here. But yeah, if you go to Horus Heresy, there's the Cut Mechanicum and the Mechanicum. And here we go. We got the tech files here for servitors. We've just got a squad of 20 cheap servitors, and I feel that's what we need in Adeptus Mechanicus. Like, sure, we have the Skitarii, but just give us cheap. Like, you could even make them infantry squads so you can't just spam them out. And then, like, give us a not stratagem. Oh, there's a word for it. Detachment. Give us a detachment that allows us to take them as battle line. Because I'd much rather hear about the Mechanicum just throwing millions of servitors at a problem rather than millions of Skitarii. Because Skitarii, they do use them as just cannon fodder foot soldiers. But at the same time, you often hear descriptions of them basically saying for Space Marines, but cheaper.
And she's looking at the website again.
Yeah, because we need to. I remember lightning cannons are also knight armaments too. Yeah. But it's like... Because you hear things about the Skitarii, like, got faster reactions than a human. They can calculate odds better than a human can. They're more accurate than a normal human. They have stronger weapons than a normal human. And they because they're partly robot, they can have these weapons that poison them without really caring. Oh, you won! Nice. And they're also much tougher than a human. They don't feel pain, and they're much faster, like physically faster, not just reactions. So the entire thing is basically like very cheap Space Marines. They're not as good as a Space Marine, but compared to a normal human, they might as well be. And it's like, but when you just see them used as cannon fodder, it's like, I've only got for hoplites and for Pestalis. Oh. I also wish we got more stuff like this. Yeah, but I've been thinking about what I want for Mechanicum, or the Adeptus Mechanicus in the 40k, and I feel like servitor squads and some sort of artillery. Three things. Servitor squads, like actual large, hard squads. Artillery, like proper artillery, like warp lightning cannons. And because we have a not a stratagem, we have a detachment for it, so where it's like grabbed bombardment. Just give us the artillery to do it as well. Oh my gosh, everyone's just hitting the slots. Oh, so hi, K-Trax. I forgot to say hi to you. I'm a worm! Ah! And also, a big robot. I want some sort of big, skittering, scary robot.
By the leggy Mechanicus boy.
Oh yeah, we do have servitor piggyback servitors. Just add a little servitor head down here. Do the servitors have Barbie style models that has 20 arm options with different weapons? Yes. We kind of do actually have that with the current weapons. Because you can give for your servitor a heavy bolter. You can give them this weird arc laser rifle. You can give them a phosphor blaster. You can give them a flamethrower. You can give them a makeup kit. A toolkit. You can give them the arc reactor thing.
We already have a piggyback servitor. It's called the Iron Strider.
Oh yeah, the Iron Strider as well. Where is it? This one? Yeah, the Iron Strider. Piggyback servitor. Yeah, see, there's a servitor there. And there's a servitor there. It's a piggyback rider. Yay! It's literally got 2 servitors in. Although one's called a Skitari. Yeah. I do like a lot of her models though, but it is fun. But yeah, these basic guys are basically no Clan Pestilence. These guys are basically Clan Eshin. These guys are like Storm Vermin. These guys are like Clan Rats. Servitors are like Skaven Interns. These big old guns here are like your your weapon team, ranged weapon team gun thing. Oh, these things are like your ogres, your vat ogres. Yeah, your abomination. We can get our hoplites again, which is nice. Alright, here's a story about these. They cannot turn them off because they don't know how to turn them off again. Yeah, or at least they don't know how to turn them off without being able to turn them back on. It's less that they don't remember how to turn them off. It's that they don't remember how to turn them back on. I feel like. Because if they turn them off, they break it effectively and they have to fix it if they turn it back on. So all they can do is just replace a servitor inside them. Yeah, so they have to run in circles. And if a servitor dies, they can replace a servitor, but then it just continues moving again. Hi, Tony the Tanuki. So maybe it's that they can't turn it off without breaking it anyway. This is a cool tech piece. And these are all cool. And this is cool. I apologise to Line. I thought you were being hyperbolic about her not reading. Thin-legged boys. Hyperbolic time chamber. Snake. Snake. Wait, what did I miss that I'm not reading? I'm sorry.
Are you going to buy the Mechanicus Leggy Sniper Boy?
No, I'm not. I don't like this one, actually. I'm not a big fan of this one. It reminds me of... And I really do like it for reminding me of it. Do you know in, oh, what's it? Dishonored 1? I can't read Conjurer like a book. Oh, you can read Conjurer like a book, which is ironically something she doesn't read. I do read books. I even write out. I've even written books. But look, he reminds me of, you know, Dishonored, where you got the long leg things, sniper dudes. It reminds me of that from Dishonored. I love them. K-Track's been in chat fighting a good fight for 20 minutes, asking about the long leggy boys. Buy the thin leggy boy. I'm not gonna buy the thin leggy boy. I know you've been telling me to buy the leggy boy. I just don't want to. Also, when you were saying long leggy boy, I thought you meant this leggy boy. I do kind of want to buy it, but I don't have a Mechanicus army. I have 2 Mechanicus. I have 1 Mechanicus unit and a guy that I need to convert to make more. Convert into a Salarius call. Yeah, this dude. Cupcake, have you seen Paul is bad at stuff? He made a leggy boy as tall as a whole room. I haven't seen that. I have seen a bit of Paul is bad at stuff before, though. I want loads of these doggy. I want loads of doggos, the sulfur hounds. I also want a load of a flappy boy.
I detest the Skitari long legs, so much so I think it should have the rule this unit can never gain the benefits of cover.
That would be a cool rule, if I'm entirely honest. I'd buy it if that was the case. Where are they? Where's my bird boys? Where's my bird boys? I love these dudes. Mostly these ones are sterilizers. Do you know that these guys, their primary purpose is to clean ships and do, you know, hive roads and forge roads? And by clean them, I mean, it's like, do you know, things start growing inside the ships and the forge roads and hive roads and stuff, you know, the places where you don't want it to be growing. And by growing, I mean, it could be just a basic fungus. It could be a whole load of bad things like orcs or tyrannids or, you know, just something. It could just be a hive of gangus getting inside your area. But either way, they just burn it up. They burn it up, get rid of the pests. And one of the reasons I want to get them is because my mechanicus would be just like, they'll be for people who work on the Forge ship. Or, well, you know, on the ships. Or for Black Templar. So most of their units will just
Chat rise up, commit heresy, war crimes, regular crimes until she buys the leggy boy.
Which leggy boy? Do you want me to buy this leggy boy? This leggy boy? Or do you want me to buy this leggy boy? Because I do like this leggy boy. This leggy boy is nice leggy boy. I love that Iron Strider. He deserves pets. Hi Ben Gowson. I used to play that 40k Diablo clone as the Mechanicus Inquisitor. And once you could get free castle and robots, you didn't need to fight anymore. You just watched your boys clear the map. Oh, I love doing that in the original Baldur's Gate 3. Divinity Original Sin 2, where I'll just go for Conjuration route, as Cupcake Conjuror. And I'll just get a whole load of, I'll just conjure a bunch of things and they'll just do all the battles for me. Because I never took allies. I never used allies. I just conjure friends. I made my own friends, quite literally. When Frankenstein got told to make friends, when Frankenstein's parents told him to make some friends. I didn't mean literally. Which game is that? I also want to use these Rust Stalkers. Yeah, I love Rust Stalkers. I love these ones. There's a reason Mechanicus isn't part of Hachette magazine series. You get for Combat Patrol at a discount or a points value still isn't worth it. How much is it? It would be worth it if I added this to it. And the Iron Strider. If it for Combat Patrol was an Iron Strider, a Dune Crawler, a Tech Priest Dominus, and 10 Vanguard, then it would be worth it. Actually, no, just make it for Caster and Robots, for Dune Crawler, some Vanguard, and a Dominus. Actually, in terms of price-wise for pounds, that would be roughly correct. 52 quid, 102 quid, 162 quid. So it would be about £10 more expensive than other Combat Patrols in terms of like your savings. So 60 quid savings compared to 50 quid savings. Cupcake's so lonely that she made her own friends. That's why we are Cupcakes. Yes, yes, that's true. Inquisitor Martyr. Oh. I've never heard of that game. Links won't show up in top chat. It's Inquisitor Martyr, yeah. Ooh. There we go. The sniper one, not for Iron Strider. I'm not buying the sniper one. I don't like the sniper one. It looks so silly. And he's not worth 25 quid for this dude. He doesn't even have feet. It's a 90% discount right now. Ooh. Okay, I'm opening it up on Steam. Inquisitor Martyr. Is it any good? Inquisitor Martyr. Oh, it's on my ignore list for some reason. It's probably something I looked at years ago. Oh, it looks pretty cool. It's got a Hellbrute there. Good graphics, at least, according to this stuff. Very positive reviews. It's $4.19 right now. Oh gosh, that is a big saving, and it's very positive. Got no DLC. Oh no, it has loads of DLC for it. Forgotten Arsenal discount. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of DLC. And most of it's at 70 and 80% off. I have a definitive edition, which has all the DLC in it. Is that all the DLC? No, it just has 4 for DLC in it. Huh. Laggy stream. Is it laggy? Oh yeah, I dropped 500 frames just then. Yeah, okay. Pick the frames up. Pick them up. I'll get them, don't worry. Okay, I picked up the frames. I put them back in the monitor. The Mechanicus Inquisitor even walk. He stands on a dais with spidery legs. That does feel walking. Oh, it sounds so cool. 500 frames. That's why she doesn't want us to eat cupcakes as they are. First, that are her maid friends. Yeah, those are my main friends. Don't eat the cupcake. Okay, I'll buy the definitive edition of Mechanicus. How does that sound? Maybe we can get a leggy boy event. While it's on a 90% off sale. Don't explode, everyone. Oh, no. I don't want to.
I just looked at the maximum points the AdMech patrol is. Are you prepared? Brace yourself. You're still not ready. It's 300 points.
300 points.
Maximum.
Yeah, okay, that's actually very similar to what I guessed. I guessed 320 points when we were looking at everything. Yeah, nobody told her to buy it. She just saw it's 90% off and went for it. It's mostly positive and it looks really cool. And it's usually 41
we all died cause you won't buy the leggy boy.
No, that's not why. I'm not going. No, the leggy boy isn't that important. Okay, we got a whole load of gaunts. I'm gonna send my gaunts after you now. We got gaunts here. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna eat you. Rah! Gotta get eaten. Oh, that's not one of the ones. That's what. This one. Rah! Eat you. Yum yum yum. Look at it. How much was one? 25 quid. I'll donate €1. I'd say buy the new Dawn of War 1 update Ultra HD edition with all of it. It's not out yet. Every donation of €1 or $1, she'll have no choice. You're taking your euro back. Actually, let me see how much it is on Wayland Games. Wayland Games. I'm not going to put it on screen just in case it's adverts.
Read more above.
Read more above. 25 quid. I'm taking my euro back. I know. Every donation of everyone donates €1. Every donate €1. It's okay. I'm googling leggy boy. Warhammer 40k. Adeptus Mechanicus. The leggy boy here is Thicker. It's 20 quid at Wayland Games, so it's 20% off. Told her to read above as she reread what she read before. Yeah, it was literally above your comment where you said read above. If we donate, how much was one? I will donate €1. Set up leggy boy on throne. Yeah, okay, we got a fizz here. Here we go. There's leggy boy. You see, he's 20 quid. 20 quid. I earned 20 loyalty points, but I'm not buying leggy boy. I do have something on phone if you want to donate from me to getting more Warhammer. Digital downloads and expansions. Oh. Oh.
I know you said 300 points. I said 270, being hyperbolic. The minimum configuration is 265. This points to pounds ratio is vile.
It's true. Wait, at least it's not as bad as old Guardsman ones. What about the Guardsman? How much do you think the Guardsman one is in terms of points? The Casperkin point squad is about 120 points. The Attilan Rough Riders are about 65 points. There's 2 squads of them, so that's, I think, 130. That's 240.
It'll only donate if you promise it will go to the leggy boy.
300. I think it's 300 points for the current Imperial Guardsman one. And that's using elite. It's only got elite units in it to cover our infantry. I hope they do all the expansion packs because I want to play Winter Assault in HD. Ooh, yeah, me too. I'll only donate if you promise it will go to the leggy boy. No, the only thing I've got on my phone, by the way, link in the description, is a bunch of stuff where you can donate a bit of money so I can buy more art for the VTuber. VTuber art. One that's for, I think Anthony suggested it, and that's on my new God Hand clippers because mine broke. It broke. The tip's gone. The tip's gone. And also Rimworld DLCs on it. Why Winter Assault? You're hiding something. I don't know. Wait, for doing a remake. Yeah, for doing a remake. Well, it's not a full remake. I think it's a remaster. They're basically making it so it works on modern systems better, or should do. And it should just have it should have everything in the game on. It should come with all of the expansions and DLCs and stuff, but it's only for the first game. I was hoping it would be like all 3 in one package, like some of these do, but no. We could donate towards the art of Leggy Boy carrying your princess style. I mean, if you want to, I could ask someone to make that art if everyone wants that. You suggested nothing. Hey, just because I said Anthony doesn't mean you. It was someone named Anthony suggested on phone these things. Someone named Anthony. Look, there's like 3 people watching me called Anthony. You're just one of them, Rusty Dale. Oh, God. There was at least 2 more called Tony. We got Tony Vituki, we got Tony, we got Anthony, and we got Anthony Rusty Dale. Why Winter Assault? Because it's the most Imperial Guard game that ever Imperial Guarded. Oh. Also, skill issue on the clippers. It is. Oh yeah, we've also got this dude. Let's compare him to a Gaunt. Yeah, these dudes are kind of similar to Space. Wait, how big is a big old gun servitor versus a Space Marine? That's what I want to know right now. They're the same height. That's a big boy. That servitor's a big boy. Look how big he is. His Space Marine. He actually might be a Space Marine servitor though. If you don't know, in the old Space Marine codexes, there was you could get servitor squads, and they were called Astarte Servitors. And their servitors were toughness 4, strength 4, and they had heavy weapons and stuff. And it was because it was basically failed aspirants, or space marines who had committed crimes that were turned into servitors. It's like, so yeah, he is probably an Adeptus Servitor. An Astartes, possibly an Astartes Servitor. Either our Servitor was just genetically modified and stuff so that he would be bigger and better than other Servitors. Big. Yeah, I was about to say Space Gun Servitors are totally Space Marine sized. Yeah. They don't have different stats though, I don't think. Actually, we can check. What was the status of the Servitors again? Back to a website. We've not done any painting and we're almost an hour into the stream. Look, I enjoy yapping. Oh, anyway, downloads, Warhammer 40k. Other rules. Servitor Underseer, they're toughness 4 with a 4+ armor save. And they got 1 wound. Okay, so the gun servitor, unfortunately. I feel like the gun servitor should have the same stats as the servitor underseer. You know, 2 wounds. But whatever, it's fine. They got 6+ invulnerable as well, which is pretty cool. Before us donate $5, she'll have no choice. Who's with me? I think you're the only one, and maybe Talan who wants me to buy Leggy Boy. I mean, if you donate, if you suggest the item on phone, hi Strive420, I'll add it to the list, and if someone buys it, I'll buy it. Well, I'll be forced to get it, and I'll make it on stream for you. Good go for a bit. Have plans. Oh yeah, also hello Paint Games. For a bit, have plans to make things need to put into motion for the future. Okay. Goodbye Paint Games. Hello and goodbye. It was nice having you here. I never heard of them servitizing naughty space means. I think they just Frankenstein them out of normal people. No, they used to. If you check Legends, you can still find Adeptus. Astartes Servitors. Where's Legend rules? Legend Space Marines. There we go. Somewhere down here we can expect Crowd Coolant for Risen. Venerable Dreadnoughts, Rhino Primaris, Imperial Space Marine. Yeah, look at this guy with disintegration weapons. Terminus Ultra, Relic Razorback, Company Veterans, Company Champion, Ancient, Apothecary, Tech Marine on bike, Librarian on bike, Thunderhawk Transport, Chaplain Cassius, Sergeant Cornelius, Sergeant Tellian, Captain on bike. There we go, Astartes Servitus. Unfortunately, we got no law written here. But yeah, they're just servitors. And we got the same stats. They got toughness 4, 1 wound, 4+ armor save, 6+ invulnerable save, move 6 inches versus 6 inches. Literally the exact same stats as the combat servitors here. While a Tech Marine model is leading this unit, improve the ballistic skill and weapon skill characteristics of ranged and melee weapons equipped by Astartes Servitor models by 1. They also hit some 4+s, and 4+s just the same. Actually, they're worse in melee. Yeah. Actually, no, they got the similar stats, I guess. But yeah. Alright, I forgot GW sometimes reads its own law and say if that's too cool a thing, better change it. No, Astartes servitors are still a thing in canon. Sorry for my previous ideological motivated comments, I'm still trying to debubble my brain. Don't worry about it, Strive. It's nice to have you here. I never heard of them servitizing. But yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, Astartes servitors are still a thing. It's just they don't put them on the battlefield anymore. In fact, we never actually really use servitors. The only time I've read about them in lore using Astartes servitors on the battlefield, like the Space Marines doing it, I think was in the Battle of Macragge, where they basically were taking out every single thing they could, you know, to fight against the Tyranids. And that included basically bringing all the servitors and serfs out. All of the serfs were given guns, half the citizens of the planet were given guns. That weren't, you know, evacuated first. And it's like all the servitors who just came out shooting as well. But it wasn't something you really heard about in lore, and I think they didn't really like the idea too much. You know, Space Marines going to battle with servitors. It didn't feel very Space Marine-y. I think the only other times I've heard about it actually is the Iron Hands using servitors. That's the only other one I've heard. Iron Hands and in the Macragge, I think. I might be misremembering. This was years ago when I read stuff. But yeah. So I think they just chose to got rid of them from the current stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys turned out to be Astartes servitors, or some of them were Astartes servitors. And if you wanted to use Astartes servitors, everything in Legends is still
summarize the Battle of Macragge. Throw everything at them. Yes, even the kitchen sink.
Yes. That's quite literally what happened. The other thing about the if something's in Legends, you can count it as still canon. The only exception if it's Horus Heresy Legends, in which case it might not be canon. But they still have it, or if there's any working pieces. But if you want to use it, you can. But yeah, so Astartes servitors, as far as I'm aware, if they're still canon, you can still use them. If you've got an Iron Hands army and you're not playing in an official tournament, you can still use Astartes servitors. Just go do 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 do. I don't think they'll ever bring them back, mind you. Or if they do, it will be like if Iron Hands got their own codex, but it's very unlikely since Iron Hands are not popular. I wouldn't be surprised if Iron Hands got them in and maybe Iron Warriors got them in Horus Heresy. But I'd be surprised if they ever return to 40k. There should be another model here. There he is. How big is he compared to a Space Marine? Yeah, it's pretty small. So if this guy's a normal human height. So if we compare normal human height to a Gaunt. Yeah, it's pretty... Gaunts are pretty big. Gaunts are massive. Look at... You do not want to be fighting a Gaunt. In fact, a Gaunt would actually tear apart guardsmen. If they get 3 attacks, they hit them 3s. No, if they hit them 4s, they wound them 4s if there's no synapse in range. And then you get -1 to your armor save, so you get a 6+ save. Yeah, you're likely going to be torn apart. We're talking about a Heresy. I heard Heresy and awoke. Yeah. Anyway, let me move these guys to one side so I can actually get to painting. Oh, actually, I do kind of want to compare the Prime to the Tyranid Warrior Prime. Here's my Warrior Prime, who's actually primed. And here he is compared to the Ravener Prime. Oh. Ravener Prime actually hits a lot harder too. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah. Smaller base. But they are pretty big. Yeah, we're talking about some of a heresy. We're talking about like if Astarte servitors will ever return to the current canon. And like what's official. And they can use in tournaments and stuff. And I'm saying that maybe they might return to the Horus Heresy in the forms of like Iron Hands or Iron Warriors. Gaunts I don't. I got like second box of Gaunts to build. I was going to add them to the bikes, but if there's enough spare Raffiner parts and enough spare Gaunt parts that I can actually just use them as trophies. But yeah, today what I wanted to do is go over everybody who has these sorts of robes on with Rakar flesh. So that, oh, that's Codex White.
Mother, where is my chaos hat?
You don't have a chaos hat. And you're not allowed until you give up chaos. Hi, Pinky. How are you doing? I'm doing okay-ish. And what I'm doing is about to paint. We're finally, after 1 hour of streaming, about to paint. You know, I'm nothing if a woman of my word. Oh my goodness, this Dawnstone was not... I hate Citadel paint pots of their inability to close. Why does it not even close? Yeah, it just wants to open there again. It closes. And then it opens itself. It closes. And it opens itself. Is there even anything in there? There's a little bit of something. Do I have a file? I do. I find Citadel files are like the best thing for removing the paints from the paint pot. See, there we go. Oh, darn it, I forgot to get water. The yapping power is strong. Oh, it's a hi, Erland. Did it say hi, Erland? I can't remember. Where's Rakar Flesh? I got a Rakar Flesh here somewhere. That's the Armageddon Doors. That's Rust. Thanks for the hat. I love the Heresy. I got the Age of Darkness box. Yeah, me too. MK3 boxes, 2 MK4 boxes, 1 Assault Squad, 1 Mark III Command Squad, and 1 Tartarus Terminator. I got the Age of Darkness box set. I still need to build the 10 Terminators from it and the 2 characters and the Spartan Assault Tank. I bought a second Spartan Assault Tank. And I bought 2 more Contemptor Dreadnoughts. I've also got 2, or is it 3 Kratos Assault Tanks? Or Kratos tanks, sorry. And I got 3 of the Sikaran tanks. Or the Sikaran, whatever they're called. You know the ones with 2 in auto cannons go do 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 do. I've built one of the Kratos and one of the others. I still need to build the other ones. No, it's 2 Kratos Assault Tanks. And 3 Sikaran tanks. I'm looking at my big pile of shame. Also, I bought, do you know, the guy who was in Terminator armor, and there's a little dude that comes with him. Yeah, I bought one of them. Yeah. Okay, I don't want Abaddon Black. I don't want any of those paints. That's yellow, that's red. Where's my Rakar Flesh? It was here somewhere. Catachan Flesh. It's normally here. Did I not get to one side? Sometimes the wires get caught up in all of this. I can't find the colours I want. The wires go right through where my paint's are, so sometimes when I'm moving things around on my desk, it knocks the wires, which knocks the paints. Apothecary white. Outdoor flesh shade, lead belcher, known oil, Dean Steeler purple. I didn't put it away, did I? No, I wouldn't have. It's not gone over here under this monitor, has it? Or behind it? No. Also, I have another contemptor. Nice. Fast hat. Thank you. Muscles. You want the muscles? Oh, that's there we go. And do you have a boss hat as well? There you go. Oh, is this rake off flesh? It might be. It might be. No, that's a shabbity bone. Where'd I put it? Oh, there's a paint knocked over here. That's known oil. That's catechin flesh again. Dust. Rust grey, blue earth shade, blue, gold, apothecary white, dawnstone, gold, storm fiend, retribute to armor. Where the hell is it? Guys, who stole my Raycar flesh? Who's been drinking my paints again? Ta-da, it's the boss. It's the boss. If you want, you as cat cameo, do my wishes as well in 5 minutes. Never. Never. Okay, I didn't put it away, did I? I might have done. Blade one flesh, that's not it.
It was me, mother.
Wraith bone white. It was you. No! Bad. Bad Erland. Wraith bone. Horvat. Screaming skull.
Your flesh is weak, by which I mean it is non-existent.
Pallid rich
Also
flesh might be
Eggy Raid.
fine. Eggy Raid. Eggy Raid, hi! Oh wait, how come YouTube's not telling me you're raiding? Oh, so hi, TA and Biomare and everybody. Thanks for the egg raid. Don't attack me. I'm Cupcake Conjuror. Well, yeah, why is YouTube not telling me you raided? Oh, YouTube's so mean. If I reset for chat, will it show it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's showing it now. I had to reset for chat. Oh, but hello, dreamers. Hello, big love heart to you. I'm looking for my paints. I've got a paint here called Raycar Flesh, and it's a really nice paint, and I can't find it. We've also spent an hour just yapping, not painting, so I apologise. But hello, everybody. Love heart to you all. And I'm Cupcake Conjuror in name and profession. Let me take off my hat. Yeah. Oh, to look at my big old muscles. Yeah, we're painting some Warhammer, as you can see here. These are the models. They're not fully painted yet. I'm going to do some lighter colours here to get it more in line with this colour here. This is the finished model. This is a model that's partly finished. So yeah, you can see this is too yellowy. We want to get it more of this shade. Yeah. And I'm Cupcake done by name and profession. First name Cupcake, second name Conjurer. People call me Cupcon. I'm not a cat. Well, Cupcakes will reign superior over the dreamers. Maybe. Maybe. Briar's pretty tough though. She's a pretty tough cookie to crack. Oh, how was your stream, by the way? I know that you and Nicole was there for a little bit. Well, I could be. Hope it went well. Those are dreaming if they think they can win. Yeah, that's the whole point, though. They're always dreaming. And it's a dream's worth of the strongest. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm looking around. Okay, I'm gonna have to start like piling all of my paints together. That's the bone.
Tough cookie to crack. Egg conjurer. She's a tough egg to crack.
No. Eggs are easy to crack. We can break Briar. It's the dreamers we need to worry about. Gonna relax and eat. Have a good stream. Ah, it was good. Yay. I hope you relax well. Okay. None of these are Rakear flesh. I'm just gonna keep going through all of these paints here until I find Rakear flesh. I'm just going to keep putting them here so that none of them can be blocking my view of Rakear flesh. I had it like yesterday as well. Warpstone. I think I did. Maybe I dreamt having it. Purple. Rust grey. Some of you will die, but that's a price Conjurer is willing to pay. No, none of you would have. Wait, is that it? Is that it? No, it's not. Wow.
Onward to war with the dreamers.
Yep, onwards to war, guys. Go and fight. Go and fight. Go and... None of you will survive, but it's fine. It's fine. Where did my paint go? Okay, this is all the paints that are on my desk, and none of them are Rakear flesh. What the?
I would say you really need to coordinate your colors, but at this point the coordination would be how uncoordinated it is.
Look, I knew where all of the paints were, but as I said, the wires keep knocking over paint and it keeps messing them up. Yeah, none of these are Rakear flesh. Maybe we'll just use Pallid Rich Flesh. It's a very similar colour. Not the same though, it's not the same. But Mom, it's not the same. You know, this was meant to be a painting stream. What I meant by painting is searching for my paint stream. No, not the camera. Ugh. Okay, trying to lean over the camera was not a good idea. Oh, goodness. I've fallen on the floor or something. Might have fallen on the floor. Maybe. Let's find it. Oh! I'm going down! I'm going down! Oh gosh, it's not under there. Is it back here? No. What? How? I just keep... Who stole it? Did someone sneak into my house and just steal the paint? Okay, attack here. I did not go for everything here and I had to rearrange something.
It was me, Mother. Your favorite cupcake. Islander paint drinker.
I'm going to bring the microphone down to where I am currently. Oh my gosh, I'm covered in dust. I'm covered in dust and fur and hair and... Oh goodness. Corvex white, screaming skull. Ow, I just whacked my head on my new microphone placement. Found it! I must have looked at it like 3 times when I was going through my box of paints. Oh goodness. I feel like any colours here I can just get rid of for now and put to one side. I don't know.
Mum, can we have Rakath flesh? We have Rakath flesh at home. The Rakath flesh at home, it doesn't exist.
No, I've got it. It's here. It's here. Oh goodness. I'm flying. I'm back. Oh. Paint was involved tangentially in the stream, yeah. I mean, it is very similar to the colour of Raycar flesh. It's our pallid rich flesh. But it's just too bright for my current goals. Maybe pallid rich flesh would be a nice highlight though. Oh goodness, so after 15 minutes of looking for paint, we're almost ready to paint. Oh goodness. Don't worry, the Raycar flesh, turns out it does exist. I at least I got a little bit of dusting done. And I realised, yeah, after I finish painting these guys, I think I'm probably going to focus on cleaning up the desk. I know that I want to do more member streams. I need to do a member streams where I'm focusing mostly on if you don't know, we've been doing hand cams and member streams, and we've been making what is it called? Old world models. Yeah, I've been making old world orcs and goblins models and stuff, and I'm gonna do a massive conversion of something into a Riven. And then we got a bunch of dwarfs to make. Only a little more to do become a cat. Just gamble it all the way, IRS. I mean, not away. Just gamble it all so you can make me a cat quicker. I'm gonna BRB, folks. So give me a moment, because I need to just get some water. I forgot. We're painting! We're painting! I got water! I got water for the paintbrushes. I've got a model that needs painting. I've got my Raycar flesh. Give it a shake and... Oh god, Dan's just painting time to leave. No! No! Why is left to paint in the Black Templars? Quite a lot. If you compare it to this model, we don't have any highlights done on the Black Templars. We don't have a power weapon effects on the Black Templars. We don't have a rust on the weapons done, like the rust on the damage from like firing from. We still need to do a bit of a golden highlights again after the known oil. We need to get this fabric to the correct shade. We need to get the whites fixed up, and then we need to get some of the black paints fixed up, do the eye glow, and then we need to do the basis. So there we go. There's a rake of flesh shaken up. I'm gonna maybe try using a dry brush. Oh. Forgive me for my ignorance. Oh, there's no ignorance. No need to be forgiven. Everything is fine. Yeah, I want to try dry brushing on right now. So, will this work fine? Okay, maybe not. No, I need a smaller brush. I need a smaller brush to do smaller details. Ava Wolf, hello. Is there anything Warhammer related happening this month? Yes. They should be releasing not releasing, revealing the third DLC faction.
As for how much Black Templars is left to paint, let's just say she will be able to milk painting streams until the end of the universe.
Probably. I do kind of want to hire someone to help paint them though, because I'm not that quick of a painter. And I'm also not that well of a person. So I'm a bit worried about being able to complete so many models. I kind of want to do what some other Warhammer YouTubers have done. And like invite other people to help them with paint up armies and stuff. Yeah, that dry brushing was awful. Also, how did I get all of the areas other than the... I don't know. Whatever. Fine. I wanted to mostly do highlight areas. Which is what dry brushing is meant to be good, but somehow I missed all the highlight areas. I got instead the shadow areas. I need a paint roller for some of them. Hi, Mastodons of a corner. Yep, and for Big Warhound. An airbrush would make things much quicker once I learn how to use it, but I just don't have the space for an airbrush. I'd honestly just not got the energy to be cleaning one. Well, I came back. Hello, Elma. How you doing? I want to do a project. I want to decorate an aquarium with vampire coast ships. Ooh. What am I doing? I'm painting Black Templar models. You're watching anime. Nice. Da, 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 na, na, na. You're watching an anime named Takinarana over Tonikara over Moon. For you, that one romance. It's so good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've not watched it. No, I've not heard of it until you brought it up yesterday or something. Oh, the jump catch game, by the way, Ava Wolf, if that's what you're saying her to. That's, if you see a star running around at the bottom of the screen, That's if your little character catches the star. Do you know your little cupcake character at the bottom? Everyone gets one. Everyone gets a little cupcake. Oh gosh, I'm putting that on too thick there. Yeah. So it just means you won 125 sprinkles on catching the star. Because someone flung you into the air with an explosive device. There you go. That's looking okay now. I have to get adjective shade again on the other one though. Dry brushing was a mistake, and it wasn't very good dry brushing, it was too thick. Yeah, that's getting the correct colour now. Still a bit yellowy. But slowly bringing it to the correct shade. And then I'll get the pallid witch flesh on it. Doesn't matter that it's a bit yellowy anyway, because it's meant to go a bit yellowy. It's meant to... Some of these rags and robes will be like 100 years old. So that's what we're going for. Oh, so you're not seeing the correct tone. Maybe if I get some more light on it, that would help. No. I have a comparison. No, you can barely see what I've done. Oh, you're fighting one another. Oh, IRS is winning. Dodge, Anthony, a dodge. Oh, no. Anthony got toasted. Now you have to pay your taxes, Anthony. Just don't join for heresy. Do exercise time. Never! I should be exercising again though. Oof. Yeah, that one's looking a bit better on the camera, that is. There's a nice black up there. It a little bit. There we go. This one will be harder. I'm the puppet master for heresy. What are you on about? In fact, I am about 40%
Beautiful
of
work,
both sides
lady.
for heresy. Good work. Thank you, Native Engine. What are the chances a pirate coast to get an army? Cafe got one. They have had an army in the past in White Dwarf. The only thing they've not had is models. And that's the biggest issue for the Pirate Coast getting. Well, there's two big issues. One, they're not very popular comparatively to Cafe. Are they less likely to get a new group of people into the old world game? Second issue is they never had any models, which Cafe never got any models, but it's fine. Our third issue is Kislev is more popular than Pirate Coast. Once again, could potentially get more people into the game. And also, they did have rules and they did have models. There's a lot more to work with. Pirate Coast could get... It is possible Pirate Coast might get models. There's a website called for Old World Map. And you can... It's an official Warhammer website where it shows the entire map of the Old World. And... it's very interesting because there's a bunch of clickable things on it, and some of those clickable things are in the... most of them are playable factions, but there's also stuff in the Border Princes and Tilia, and there's also stuff for some of the Vampire Coast models. But at least one of them hasn't yet become a pirate, and he's instead a Vampire Count right now, who's asleep. So it is possible he might get a Vampire Count model, but not a Vampire Coast model. And I think that's a crazy guy, Luther Harkon, who talks to himself. I think that's what they're most likely to get. But I have been wrong before, so... Rob Army sounds funny. Yeah. They might get an army, I don't know. Or it could be that they could get models released of Vampire Counts that are, you know, Vampire Coast looking models, like crabs and Prometheans and stuff. I wouldn't hold my breath for it, but equally I wouldn't say it's impossible for them to. I just doubt it's anytime soon. I think Kislev's more likely to be next. And then you're looking at... I don't know. Other factions just getting more model releases. In Age of Sigmar, there's Pirate Coast in North. That doesn't surprise me, I guess. Leaders called Fort Cost Vivacity. Oh. Vivacity, sorry. On a more Demon Princes with Hermit Crabs. But yeah, so as I said, I wouldn't count on it, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. Not doing very well with this Raykar flesh. Gathering for largest navy ever. Ooh. Maybe they might do a Vampire Coast release in, what's it called then? Age of Sigmar. And they already have a Deepkin. It'd be fun if each of the factions got their own pirate. Because you've already got the Deepkin for the factions of Order. Then you could have like the Pirate Coast for the faction of Death. Bring back Marauders for like Fight King Chaos pirates. Cities of Sigmar have Scourge Privateers, which are Dark Elf Corsairs. Yeah. We fight Deakin, there is even art for it. Ooh, that's cool. You don't have any.
Wouldn't most vampires be poor and homeless? How would they maintain a fortune?
Actually, in real life, that would probably be true. Vampires would struggle to, maintain fortunes. Because they'd still have to spend money constantly. If they lived in a house, they'd have to maintain their home. And for building, which would become increasingly expensive as time went on. They'd have to sell it, buy a new home, and so on. A lot of things they'll buy just wouldn't retain value.
Being a pirate is alright to be.
Yeah.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
Yeah.
You are a pirate.
But the other thing is, if you think you just buy, a piece of art and it will maintain its value, it's not going to. Imagine you buy a Pokemon card today and you think in 200 years this will be worth so much money. But in 200 years, no one's thought about Pokemon in forever. And, most of the cards are now worthless. And in 500 years, it's literally gone completely. It might sound crazy, but that's literally what happened to art. For some certain people, it's there's mansions where they have a whole load of art. Each piece of art might be 500 years old, but you struggle to get more than 100 quid for them. Because it's most of the art is made by a handful of artists. Or do you buy a few artists that were just hired to do lots and lots of art for lots of rich people? And this art is effectively worthless because no one cares about those artists anymore. It's not worthless, it's just back then it would have cost you $500,000 to get the piece of art made. In today's money. And now you could struggle to get 1,000 quid for it. So, on top of this, you'd have to constantly pay to maintain all of these different things, hoping that it will not just retain its value, but grow in value. You'd have to constantly pay out for new identities and stuff, so that people don't realise you're a vampire and immortal and all that rubbish. You could probably have to move about quite a bit. Laughs in Freddy. Yeah, so that's one of the funny things is vampires probably wouldn't be wealthy. I mean, there are ways that they could be wealthy, for instance, by acquiring knowledge and information and by allowing a select few to know who you are and what you are. You could potentially blackmail people hey, noble family, I know that your great-grandfather was this. Did something bad in the past. I'm going to reveal this information if you don't pay me off, and then they do pay you off. Or they try to get you killed and the assassins die because you're a vampire. That's how I imagine. You'd probably just have to amass political power and influence. Mostly by via blackmail and stuff. Ref Pope, proof that vampire support. Talan is not a vampire, he's a rat. I love the story from Age of Sigmar where a vampire's a museum and he brags that he got a Tuscan Demi, god of boars. Then orcs hear about it and come and trash the entire place and don't even retrieve it. Because orcs are fear boars. Oh, that's silly. But yeah, that's the other thing I'd have to compete with. People constantly trying to steal from you over the years. A vampire. Vampire. He's not a vampire. Even said MT logic was good. Your logic was good. He is Look, if anyone is a vampire here, it's me. I'm pale. I can't have garlic because it kills me. And the sun burns my flesh. And I get too warm too easily, but I don't really get cold to the same extent. And I have big old fangs. And I needed blood transfusions. But I also love to have minis of a Death Guard. They are majestic. Death Guard are cool.
Garlic harms you? Poor thing.
Yeah, garlic and onions can both kill me. In fact, not long ago, I was becoming like... Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I became super ill due to garlic and onions. Due to McDonald's changing how they cook burgers, so now they cook them with onions. So that meant burgers had a bit of onion juice on it. And every time I had one, I ended up like eternally bleeding. Like, oh, why is my body dying? Why am I needing to rush to hospital? And it's like, oh, I know why. McDonald's changing the recipe. Also, artificial sweetness kill me. Beans and garlic are the best thing ever. Ew. Do you shrink from icons of religion, and would you combust if you went into a church or similar building? No, but I do have a story of how I went into a church and it caught fire almost immediately as I went in. Now, do you have those big old drapes and stuff on walls and whatever? Yeah, but basically they caught fire. Almost as soon as I walked in, it's like, walk in. Door goes, and then it's like... Actually, now thinking about it, it's probably because when I opened the door, it changed the air pressure, causing a gust of wind to occur, which blew the drapes into candles and candles into the drapes. And then they all burst into fire because they had naked flames next to very flammable. That's why. Literally for years, I always wondered why the church sets on fire when I walk. That's why. That's why. I never thought about it. I just really had an idea, and it's like, wait. I'm not the Antichrist. They just pinned the blame on me. We gotta stake you. Oh gosh. Cupcon is that picture of a child smiling at the camera as a house behind us on fire. Yes, that's true. No, that was in America. Churches hate this one trick. Oh. Hi, Tony. But Talan is a vampire rat. No, he's not a vampire rat. Mexican food would kill you. Probably. Most foods would kill me. I'm a very ill person. He's a maid of pet. Yes, because he's a rat. Rats have red eyes. Have you not seen them? No, it's clearly a vampire. Vampire pirate rat. No! Lie. Okay, he might be a pirate. He might be a rat. He's a pirate. He's a pirate. He loves pie. Why is TA sad? I hope he can feel okay at least. Get good medicines, get good rest, things like that. No, no, I just have a health condition. It means I can't deal with most foods very well. There's not much I can do about it. Don't worry about it. It's a lifelong illness. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I know how to survive it. I've been surviving it for years. No, no, I'm not dying again. They keep calling you a vampire, and I'm trying to tell them you're not a vampire. If anyone's a vampire here, it's me. Talan can have garlic. Annie can have onions. He loves rubbing in my face that he can eat those things, and I can't. I get a huge mallet. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a huge mallet. That's what's gonna happen. A bread mallet. Guys, you know what a bread mallet is, don't you? A mallet for whacking bread dough. Hi, Cupcake. How's the painting going? It's going well. She's been doing this very elaborate dye since she fell out through it. It's true! When I was born, I had to be put into an incubation thing because I was dead. I wasn't dead, but I was yellow. I was a Simpsons. I was born a Simpsons character. Yeah. I was also born a Mum Fairly. Yeah. Nobody knows what a bread mallet is. Nobody knows what it does. Incubation thing is called an incubator. Yeah. I had to have like UV light just shone on me. It's like yeah, then I've just been like ill since the day I was born, so they came out fighting for life. It's true, it's true. I had to be born a month early just because I would have died otherwise. I'm just like shout a little child inside the room screaming, "Stop eating onion! Stop eating garlic! It hurts!" I think the doctors just don't know what's wrong with you, so they just tell you you're stupid. I bet you're making it up. I'm like, I'm not. It's like, you got stomach problems? Yeah. Well, eat more fibre, eat more greens. Do you know what onion is? I'm like, yeah, it's painful. It's like, no, it's a superfood. Eat it. Eat it. And then I'm like, I'm feeling worse. I'm feeling worse. They're like, okay, if you're feeling worse, that just means you need to eat more fibre and more greens and more onions and more garlic. And then I'm like dying. And they're like, no idea what's wrong with you. You must have not been doing what we said. You must have been eating unhealthy foods. I'm like, no, I did what you asked. I did it. I did it. And then years later, they finally go, you know, we found out that there's a lot of people who have similar issues to you. And once we started tracking them, we realized that, you know, ow, why a bike? Why a bike? Can we get back to topics? No. No, I enjoy this topic. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with me complaining about my illness? Ow! I'm lucky that my stomach can digest a tractor wheel. Yeah. Oh, joke with a compost looked back to it. Well, there's no warranty on new life, but it's a comprehensive recycling policy for the first 3 months. People get a little tetchy after that. Yeah. I mean, I guess some people will be sad about hearing about illness and stuff. So we're painting. We're painting. Oh, God. I can eat. I've got an insane digestion speed, though. It's hilarious. Like, I can eat something, and within a couple of hours, it's already gone through my entire digestive tract. Thank that head pat. Guys, what would you want for the Mechanicus? Like, what new units and stuff would you want for the 40k Adeptus Mechanicus? But we don't currently have. How many dudes did we paint? This is a pile of dudes we've done for painting for so far. And this is a pile of dudes we've not. Night Parade, hello! Damn, we speak. No, we're not. We spent the first hour of the stream just yapping away. We spent the first hour of the stream yapping away, looking at the models are made, comparing sizes of models, and complaining about the Adeptus Mechanicus in 40k being stingy. And how they're actually Skaven in disguise. I'd love them not to turn me into a servitor. I'm not a cat! iOS just wasting his life's worth of sprinkles on turning me into a cat. We call that a promotion to be turned into a servitor. You don't have to be turned into a servitor. But it's like, if there's any units that you think that kind of talk Aether Wolf is getting his servitor eyes. I don't make the rules, I just work here. I got an itchy toe. The knuckle of my toe is so itchy. You don't make the rules, you just work here. Lies. Anthony makes the servitorization rules. I literally put him in charge of servitorizations. And he said, what's the rules? And I said, I don't know, make them up. And he said, that's fine by me. You're a cat now.
You're a cat now. I think they can't eat onions and garlic too.
That's true, that's true. They can't have onions or garlic. Ah, my toe is so itchy. Oh, I got my hairbrush on it. Ah, that's nice. Itchy toe, meanwhile, the most contented cat model I've ever looked. Ah, it's nice. I'm just gonna itch right through the skin. Oh no, I stopped itching and it's the itchy toe syndrome, it's true. Maybe I broke my toe and that's why it itches. No, it'll be all swollen where it's itchy if that was the case. Whoosh. I'm joining the Tower Empire if they have air conditioning. I've got air conditioning too. Perhaps a foot fungus we must amputate. No, it's like the top of a toe. There's no fungus there. Okay, maybe I put a bit too much rake off flesh on that one. That's where the fungus starts. No, it's not. Come back, we have cookies. Pub run by a servitor. No, my condition is not run by a servitor. It's got the machine spirit inside of it. Have you heard that the Vatican has hired an AI specialist and he talks about the spirits inside the machines? It's hilarious if it wasn't so... if it wasn't real life. And people took it seriously. Run by a server hamster. No, he would never servitize a hamster. Hamsters are cute, unlike rats. I always said that to get rid of Gen AI, we need to associate to be a devil to scare boomers. Yeah, scared of boomers. Scared of boomers. That's me.
Servitize are hamsters.
Servitize hamsters. No, we're not doing that. And now for trees, I've got to... Oh yeah, also the trees hate me. Look. Look. I might need glasses. I might not be able to do the breathing very well because I got asthma. I'm just bad at breathing, you know. And you know, the plants might hate me and send pollen attacks my way. And food itself might not agree with me. And there's 21 people here. We're one big family, guys. Yeah, we're big family. No, just because there's only 8 active chapters, it's fine. It's fine. Why has Talan got to bring everyone down? Talan's so mean. Talan! Talan! 8 is still a big family, yeah. Actually, no, Talan is like, he's a rat, so he's used to like families in the thousands. It's like, there's not 1,000 people here. It's like, Talan, just get your family to watch me, then we'd be in business. And then he'd be like, no, my family don't like VTubers. Oh gosh, where's my thing that I use? Where's my handkerchief? It's over there. I'm muting myself. No, don't eat for hamsters and mice. No. If I had a lizard pet, I would be unable to feed it live animals. I'd just be so... I'd be like, no, no, they're too cute. Hermit crab pet. Oh... Ah, my toe is still itchy. What did it do to it? I just realised this little guy needs to brush his tooth. Why is it so bright? This little guy needs to brush his tooth. Yeah, look, it's all yellow. It's all yellow. It's a yellow tooth. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Don't attack a space marine! Stop, 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 stop. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh wait, the space marines grabbed him. The space marines grabbed him! Ah! Ah! You know, you're a plushie. You can't fight plastic. Plastic's big. Oh, squish. 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 Squish! Squish! Well, I gotta go. Hate you all, aka just conjure, maybe tap. Bye bye, IRS! Love you all! Oh, lol. Arming rodents to take on a pet snake. Knife, knife. Stab, stab, stab. Hope whatever you gotta do is fun. Squish. Squishy belly. Squish. Squish. Don't you love this skit? Don't you love my Death Master? Death Master. Oh. And we got a little watching for dark. A little watching for dark. He's so cute. Look at his tiny little feetsies. Tiny little footsies. Tiny little hands, tiny little head. And he's got a helmet. Oh, it's so cute. And squeak. Lights. Cola. I'm out of cola. Crushed can. Okay, I got a drink. I got a drink. Oh, my toe. Don't forget water as well. I got my water. I got a bottle of water. Tasty. Itchy toe might have... it won't be diabetes because I have low blood sugar levels. Could be dry skin because I do have my air conditioner on and that sometimes does like dry out the air. And how Conjuror's cobblestone generators doing? What was this about you, me too? Why are you saying me too? I doubt his kidney stones. Read TA comments. Oh, why talk about cobblestone generators in accordance to kidney stones? Oh, cobblestone generator kidney stone. Sorry, it took me a minute. It took me a minute to add 2 and 2 together. You mean kidneys as in cobblestone generators? He had a huge kidney stone. Why did you have a huge kidney stone? Oh, if I had to get surgery for their kidney stone, your friend. Yeah, I doubt I'd have any kidney stone issues. And I might do, but it's unlikely. Sedentary lifestyle because of streaming, lack of drinking water, love sugary drinks. I'm not sedentary. I have my little exercise things to stop us being sedentary. But I ignore all the time, you know? My kidney stones are out by the way. Oh no. Kanata refused to get, what's it called? An ambulance. It's a pain like back pain for kidney stones. Because if it's stomach pain, I probably wouldn't even notice if I got issues there, because I'm just like always in pain. But like, oh, just more normal stomach pain. What we're gonna do? No, but every time I've tested my kidneys, I've not seen any abnormal, like high function or whatever, or low function. My liver, they have seen it to be over-functional. That's generally a sign of, or apparently a sign that I've got autoimmune problems. Apparently. I heard kidney stones also make it so it burns when you pee. My father had them from time to time. It's very hard pain to tolerate. Almost akin to giving birth. Aww. Well, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I wouldn't have no idea what it's like to give birth, folks. I don't have kidney stones. Stop talking about my kidney stones like I have any. Kidney stone coming out. You're not always the protagonist. I'm talking about my sweet angel, Kanata, you devil. Look, she'll be fine too. She's a VTuber. VTubers have like a special power to always be fine. You don't understand this, Talan. You have no faith in your VTuber to be fine. Also, I'm always the protagonist. My therapist said, you're the protagonist of everyone's life. That's what she said. There's no not there. Definitely no not. She didn't say you're not the protagonist of everybody's life. She said you are. And then there was a weird pause. And then she continued. The protagonist of everyone's life. And I should always believe it. And then she said, when I was saying all of that, there's no fixing me, which presumably because there's nothing to fix. Because I'm amazing. VTubers have the survival instincts of a hamster. Look. Would a hamster eat 3-day-old pasta? The answer's no. Because they have no survival instincts. Would a hamster eat a pasta that looks more like a cake or a pie? Would a hamster go online and talk to socially awkward people who are very rapid to develop parasocial connections to people? If an accidentally docks themselves. You know? That's what VTubers do. Would use it to grind down their teeth. Oh my goodness, yeah, I've been trying to eat that.
Apparently they've reached a verdict for the Diddy trial.
Have they? Ooh. Also, don't talk about that here. If that's a good way to get me, what's it called? YouTube to hate me. The algorithm to decide I need banning or whatever. No, not like a capybara. They just like instincts entirely. Hamsters have a hamster valhalla. They need to get there. They have to die in a weird way. No, I can't even read that. Hamsters have a hamster valhalla they need to get to. And to get there, they have to die in a weird way. Guilty on some accounts. Oh. Called Hamhala. 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 What? It's not like a capybara. But VTubers have good survival instincts. I don't know what you're on about. Stop attacking me! Don't attack me! Oh, okay. Don't attack me! Oh, okay. Chaplain, I need help. I keep getting... keep getting what, my son? Keep getting what? Keep getting shot by... By who? By who? By them! Oh, good work, son. They seek an honourable death. They seek a hammerable death. I gotta go, but thanks so much for the stream. Thanks for coming, TA. I'm gotta stop playing my models instead of painting. I need a paint. Sorry, so he's got his gun out. He's ready to shoot. He's ready to go shooting. Sorry. That's a model. I'm thirsty again. Good old drink. You're laying on your couch, petting your cat with your foot. Let the cat itch your toe with its sharp claws, going yum 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 yum. And then it goes nom 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 nom. Tasty, tasty, tasty feet. Nom 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 nom. Remember when I wanted to do YouTube content? I even knew what I would have been as an avatar, unicorn tank driver. Because this is back when I played World of Tanks religiously. Oh. I really got into the Horse Girl mobile game. Did you lose all of your money on the gacha to learn? Because I've heard it's a gacha game. And that's why it's got like this massive budget or whatever it's filmed that it's getting. I don't do gacha. You don't do gacha. Gacha does you. Oh. You have your favourite horse girl, you're set. You can have favourites. I forgot to do those things, didn't I? Yep. Cause I'm a silly billy. I'm a silly billy. Doing silly billy things every day. I'm a silly billy. I'm a silly billy. I'm a silly billy doing silly. Not only is it a great game, it's an amazing concept that takes itself seriously without being ashamed of it. Oh, which is quite rare. Oh. I know that in Japan, it's very popular amongst the horse racing gamba people. Accordingly. That's all I really know about it because of some weird articles about like some famous Japanese horse person. And by horse person, I mean like, you know, he runs in the actual horse. He either runs horse races or he was a jockey or horse trainer or something. But either way, like making comments to these people on the actual game, I'm like, that's surprising. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's Japan after all. No, as in like for gamba people, as in like, do you know horse racing, like actual real life horse racing, which has a massive gambling scene? Apparently, the Uma Musumo game's quite popular amongst them. And I don't like the horse goes based on like real life horses as well. I might be wrong. I don't really know much about it, so I shouldn't really say anything. I just know from just a couple of articles that appeared on my feeds that I kind of glossed through because I didn't really have any true interest in it. Yeah. And it's like one of the owners of one of the horses requested that the horse have a bigger chest for horse girl. Can you imagine each faction of Warhammer making their own versions of Cupcake? We do have a Goblin Cupcake, and it's like based on the Night Goblin. We made it on a member stream. It's absolutely terrifying. I do not recommend going to see it, but if you want to see it, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Is this it? Cancel, wrong one. This one. Yeah, we can change that for Gobbo Cupcake. It's a Gobbo Cupcake. It's a Gobbo Cupcake. Also, it's huge. Why gotta be so huge? Oh no, I just moved something else. Ugh. I'm bringing it onto screen. I just need to scale it down a lot. It needs scaling down a heckin' lot. There you go. There you go. There's a Gobbo Cupcake. We made a Gobbo Cupcake, and look, it's got little like bad moon things, and it's got a mushroom and a goblin face and a big old mushroom, and there's a little squig on its ear, and it's got another bite mark at its ear. Yes, a hidden goblin cupcake we never see normally. I did read today that they are based on real horses in Japan, and most of them are owned by Yakuza. Oh gosh. Yeah, a friend showed it to you. Wow, that's hideously funny. There's so many pixels on this cup gobbo, it's true. No, we're not eating for... Look how cute he is. And terrifying. Now I'm getting rid of him. Your favourite horse is Haru Urara? Oh, that's owned by the Yakuza who is currently in prison for 6,000 life sentences due to his crimes against humanity. And mostly rats. He fed 260,000 rats to his horse. And now his horse is addicted to rats. It weighs 200 races and never won once. It's because of rat food. All rat diet is not acceptable for a horse. You should be put in a box floating down the river. No, don't put me in a box. In a river. As a totally not vampire, I can't do rivers very well and flowing water. If it's not flowing, it's fine. If it is flowing, it's bad. It's why I have baths over showers, because showers have flowing water in them. Definitely nothing to do with vampirism. That's definitely not a vampire. But you know. Oh, darn it, I forgot he's got 2 cloaks on.
Still waiting on corn cakes, up cake, slaneshi creme cake, and cup nurglings.
Cup nurglings. Oh. Look, you don't need cupcakes for everything. It's fine. Hi, Sarah Dwyn. I mean, hi back. I'm Cupcon. How you doing? Yeah, maybe we'll make chaos cupcakes, maybe not. You know, if you're good cupcakes, maybe we'll make chaos cupcakes. But no heresy. No heresy. You don't need cupcakes to ever think her laziness run over the maternal cupcake instincts. Look. You've seen how long it takes me to paint a few miniatures. We spent an entire stream designing a cup gobbo. Fair to middling. Oh, you're fair to middling. That's not bad at all. I'm glad you're doing fair to middling. I cannot promise no heresy. We'll downgrade to mild heresy. No. Even a tiny bit of heresy means no chaos cupcakes. Instead, you just get Aldari cupcakes. Isha cupcake. Cain cupcake. Laughing God cupcake. Maybe do enough heresy for heresy counter ticks. No, it doesn't. There's nothing where it would tick around. It'll just constantly count upwards. If it hits its maximum, then it will instead create a new counter which adds onto the previous counter. Never programmed a counter before. And it shows. You don't need to program a counter, there's plenty of them already. Why remake the wheel when they already exist and you can already have counters that don't tick back over to 0? Instead, if we reach a theoretical maximum, I don't want to program a counter. Also, what makes you think I need a program to count your heresies? There's been 276 of them across all of my streams. And 6 of them off stream. You think I can't count? You think I can't count? Okay, I don't have a memory to add things together, mind you. So I might be missing a bunch of heresies. Ultramarines lining up to give for Boaty Gulliman their blueberry cupcake for letter RG written on it. Oh, should we turn each of the Primarchs into a cupcake? I feel that would be kind of fun. A counter stores a number in a hexadecimal, so the counter would have a limit. You would need a line of code to check every frame if the counter is at max capacity, meaning the program will be laggy. Why would you program your counter like that? That is how counters work. All counters do that. No, my counter does this. It goes 1, 2, 5, 8, 4, 6, 22. You know? It counts. Crazy egg.
I come back and I hear we are going to do so much heresy the heresy meter will loop right back around to 0% heresy.
No! The heresy meter has no upper limit. There's no way to loop the heresy meter or the heresy counter. In fact, there is no heresy meter. Why? Why are you so mean to me? No. No. Don't be considering it a challenge. That's how losers think we're going to loop that. There's no counter. There's no counter. There's no meter. With a power of friendship. No. There's nothing to loop. There's nothing to loop. The only way to loop it would be to make a heresy and then heresy against your own heresy. Like, make it so the heresy becomes the norm. Hi, Nick. That means you'd have to win. And to win would mean you'd have to eliminate me. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you just trying to get me to quit VTubing? I think that's what you're trying to do, everybody. You're just like a heresy this, heresy that, heresy counter, loop it to 0, but there is no counter. She's thinking in basic math operations. We are thinking in hexadecimal. Oh, Nick, you need to save me from all these heretics. What is happening? I'm trying to paint and everyone's trying to commit heresy or what? I can't even remember why you want to commit heresy. Why do you want to commit heresy again? Oh yeah, because of cupcakes. Yeah, they wanted me to make chaos cupcakes and I said only if people stop trying to commit heresy. And they basically now want to loop the heresy counter that doesn't even exist. The only way to get a synced cupcake is for me to stop committing heresies. But so now they know about the heresy, do not worry. Now they know about the heresy, they'll plan their own heresy, but we shall heresy around their heresy to be the ultimate heresy. Unless you're playing no heresy, unless you're playing 30k. No, no heresy even then. Only peace. Peace hammer. You're not allowed to be heretics. I'm gonna sneeze.
We heresy for Slanch's cream cakes. Just don't ask where they get the cream.
There's no Slaneshi cream cake. I need to sneeze. Gotta mute. I'm back. Hi, back. We're cupcakes. You guys are too easily influenced anyway. None of you even told me what units you'd want in Mechanicus for 40k. The Adeptus Mechanicus. Like, tell me. I haven't landed and he was the one asking for a subject change. Grab a melee tank. That would be fun. Like a defiler, but before it becomes a defiler. Oh, Dune Crawler, Book Lodge. Yeah. That's a hard question to answer, so I have no idea what they have. Go to the Warhammer website. What do you mean you have no interest in the faction? They're literally 40k Skaven. You love Skaven. Maybe a man with a chainsaw? That's boring. They don't have men with chainsaws in the Adeptus Mechanicus. They have robots and warp lightning. Maybe they could get a doom wheel. Do you think Adeptus Mechanicus could get away with a doom wheel? No, seriously. There's something even called Skaven Mech or something like that, and it's a Reddit dedicated to making Skaven models which use the Adeptus Mechanicus rules. So it's not just me. Orcs? No, Orcs are not a Skaven faction. They're an Orc faction. Your mother is you're a rat, so that means your mother's probably a rat. So yes, your mother is probably a Skaven faction. That's a very bad example to land. Hey, your mom is a beautiful woman. Are you saying Skaven can't be beautiful women? Oh my goodness, Talan being racist against Skaven, who would have thunk it? You know, this female Skaven, Talan. No, but you have to refer to her as such. Yup! I get the hose. There's no hose. Talan's mother is literally a brood mother for true horrors of a Skaven. Now Anthony is the one going after us, Talan. Get the hose on him. Auntie is lucky I cannot see his comments in top chat. Why is my mod in top chat and not live chat? The hood was originally supposed to be Skaven before it was changed. The original design was a hooded rat. Oh, so cool. When you find out Skaven produce the same way as xenomorphs, does that mean the Tyranids are actually Skaven? Why are you in live chat? So I can see everyone's comments. Literally, there was an entire thing about using live chat over top chat. And you're the one that recommended I use live chat. Because otherwise I'd be missing people's chats. I'm always in live chat. And also, if someone says something bad that needs to be, you know, banned, it's more likely to appear in live chat than it is top chat. Your memory is a silly game of musical chairs. No idea when that happened. Literally when I was like very early VTuber, you're like, are you in top chat or live chat? Because top chat doesn't show all comments. Already told me to switch to live chat. When I watch a VTuber, I usually go with top chats and not live chat because I don't need to read everyone's comments. Students are indeed Space Skaven. We thought it was Imperium at the lowest admech, but it was the Tyranids all along. It's always for bugs. No, admech are probably the closest to Skaven. They line up very well with them. They've got the weird Rust Stalkers, which are definitely Clan Eshin style thing. You've got the weird Priest guys, who are definitely the Plague Monk dudes. We got equivalents for like all of the weapons and stuff. We just need admech weapon teams now, with which includes mortars and admech artillery. I'm in every chat at once. Nice. The admech need a bell. They actually could do with something like, you know... Since thinking of them as Skaven and what units a Skaven have at the admech don't, it's made me want that sort of stuff of the admech. Like, we don't have Skaven interns, which would basically be servitor squads. They don't have artillery. They don't have, you know, the Rattling guns and the not like the Doom. What they call the mortars, basically. Which admech would be good with. They already have a radiation bombardment, so having like a man-portable radiation bombardment weapon would be really cool for them. Instead of Doom Wheels, they basically have the Iron Striders. Both of them have the same principle of basically being this weapon that just once it gets going, it doesn't stop. They don't have a warp lightning cannon, but they already have a lightning cannon for Horus Heresy, so all they'd have to do is bring like a lower armored version of it to 40k, and it'll be perfect. They don't even need to do much for it. But yeah, a bell would be fun. I want there to be an Ordinatus model. It would probably be one of the Imperialis scale, but that would be dope. What's an Ordinatus? But yeah, something that acts in the same way as a Screaming Belver would be really cool. Like, just this giant thing that each time it'd basically be like a massive shrine, I imagine. An admech shrine. That empowers everything nearby. We use Skaven on 40k or gets hit by a GW branded car before I finish. Would a Dark Mechanicum be a better equivalent to Skaven? Possibly. Because at least Skaven wants the destruction of everybody else. And the Dark Mechanicum pretty much do too. In 40k though, we don't really get the Dark Mechanicum, and the Adeptus Mechanicus are not quite so wishing of destruction upon everybody else. And generally they are more on the good guy side of things, as in anti-chaos rather than pro-chaos, which the Skaven were. I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually official Games Workshop finals though for cast. Ordinators are some of the most powerful weapon platforms known to the Imperium, mostly consisting of a capital ship grade weaponry systems mounted on massive tractor arrays. Ooh, yeah, I doubt you'd ever be able to get that in 40k, or do not 40k scale. Because those size weapons would just be like an entire battlefield in size, wouldn't they? Like, aren't like some of the capital ship weapons like the size of it, like just the barrel is like as big as a Titan? Or something stupid? I guess it depends on what the exact ship is and so on. Like, you got the Great Gun that's in the Kill Team storylines, and that one is absolutely massive, but that's not mobile or anything. I don't know if that's an Ordinators or not. Maybe if I should get a shed with spider legs as a shrine type unit. Could work. I'm trying to imagine what it would have on it though, like in terms of like the Skaven get a big old bell. What would the Mechanicus like? Oh, it'd be a big old battery or like a Tesla coil or something, I imagine. Something like that. I don't know, that sort of look to it. Oh no, it'd be a massive transformer station. Praise a mighty transformer. Praise it. How does this thing look? It looks a lot less yellowy now. Compared to this though, it's still not the same coloration. But it is a lot closer, it's a lot better. Still looks quite yellowy on screen, but not as yellowy as before, which is fine. Oh, maybe a forge. A forge could be okay. There were a few odd and back in the Epic days, but even they were immense models. Ooh. I know that Epic had very few, like, 40k scale models, but they did have a couple. Like, do you know if it was so big you could feasibly use them in a 40k game without it looking silly? I'd have to look up their Adantis models, whatever they're called. See just how big they were. Huge altar with a toaster on top. Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say the toaster. I mean, you're not wrong still, though. These things are powered by Titan-grade plasma reactors. They are positively huge, and when one speaks, entire battlefields can be silenced. Oh. What do you mean by one speaks? They can speak! Do they have giant speakers on them? Like, do you know the bass is just like... Go to a concert with one of those speakers. Everyone gets flattened. Like, how did you die? Well, I went to a concert and the speakers are a bit too powerful. Like, what do you mean a bit? Just a tiny bit. Where's more than a bit? Nah, it should be powerful. Maybe they weren't powerful enough. I only died once. I've still got a soul. Oh goodness, so there they are. I think there was one of those guns at Hell's Reach Armageddon. Ooh. Wouldn't be surprising against everything was at Armageddon apparently.
Their fabricator general is currently providing oil margaritas to the soldiers from his toaster shrine.
Why are you speaking so slowly? The fabricator general is currently providing oil margaritas to soldiers from his toaster shrine. No. I mean, he could definitely have like a prophesizer sort of thing for the Adeptus Mechanicus, I guess. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. What are these then, like then? So we got all of the robes done today. They look okay. Oh, I need to move my mouse. There we go. Yeah, they're looking okay. They're not looking amazing. They barely look like they changed. I think they're less yellow than they were before, and that was my main aim. I wanted to make them more brown, more white. Maybe I'll go over with another colour just to do highlights on them. But I'll probably do that off stream if I do that. Probably not pallid witch flesh. I think that was a bit over top. Maybe I'll go with... Oh, Shabbity Bone. No, Shabbity Bone will make it yellowy again. Not Wraith Bone, that would be bad too. Maybe Raker Flesh would be good for it. There was an Ardonitus on Armageddon. Actually, I can look up an Ardonitus model now. Ardonitus. 40k images. Wait, they had them in 40k at one point. And they were available for pre-order. They're not that big though, unfortunately. And it was 285 quid. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Bonk, there we go. I mimic the Skitari from text-to-speech. Oh. Yeah, these are from 40k, from Horus Heresy or something. You can see a knight of a back. They're smaller than a knight. For a grade, they have Minoris and Majoris grade ones. Oh. Bonk. Bonk. Adonitus 40k. I'm gonna have to type in epic now. Okay, how big are the epic versions? Adonitus Armageddon. The epic ones weren't too big. They were barely bigger than a rhino. I say barely. They weren't that much bigger than a single rhino. Okay, here's some. Open image in new tab. Open image in new tab. Okay, I just got to keep taking us to Reddit, whatever. Apparently you got these things. That's a Reaver Titan for scale in the back there. Next to these ones, so they're pretty big. But I don't think these are official epic models. I think these are made by somebody else. Most of the epic model ones I could find are like on a much smaller scale, like where is it? This one here. Like that's a rhino tank. Maybe the rhino tank in epic is a lot bigger than its 40k version. I think they're just funny anyway. They're just logical conclusion of railway cannons, but goofier. Yeah. I mean, they're not that far off from some real life cannons, I guess, for, you know. I mean, actually, like, some of our artillery is absolutely massive. Like, there's an artillery piece that is... it's basically like a mini train, and it's pulled by, like, a giant engine. And then he sets it up, and it's... It could, in theory, be like a vehicle itself, but it doesn't have room for an engine on it. Yeah, I'm trying to find epic ones that, you know, bigger. I think that's bigger. Those are gargants and stuff. I mean, I guess those missiles are still like tank-sized, I guess. The size of like a Baneblade or whatever almost. Or at least length of a Baneblade. Like, I mean, obviously we don't have Titan scale artillery. We do have some ridiculous sized artillery pieces in modern day battlefields. Especially missiles. Like, do you know those intercontinental ballistic missiles? There's some huge ones that are like on tracks and stuff. But yeah, it's all very silly. So now for things dried through, how does that look? And it is looking okay. It's again not as light as this one. But it looks a lot closer to them. I did a very different method of painting the two, so I'm pretty happy for how they've turned out. Again, maybe going over the highlight might be a good idea. The missile is like Titan sized even in the picture of the gargants. I think the third party ones might be more accurate than you think. Yeah. I think the issue with Epic as well is that some of the smaller tanks, because they struggled making stuff to very, very small scales, some of the smaller tanks like rhinos and stuff are a bit bigger than you would expect. That being said, 40k tanks are generally smaller than you'd expect, especially like Space Marine vehicles. It's like, yeah, you're not fitting the Space Marines who are meant to be driving that into that vehicle, or at least into a driving compartment. And you're not fitting the Space Marines who are meant to be passengers inside a passenger compartment. Oh, because like a Land Raider should be much closer to Baneblade size in terms of just like if you wanted Space Marine models to fit inside it. And that's back with the first spawn Marines. Let alone Primaris Marines. And I think when you see here about Land Raiders in lore and stuff, they do sound like they should be more on the Baneblade size category. With that being said, Baneblades themselves do look a bit too small because it's like your Shadow Sword. How many people is a Shadow Sword meant to have in it? It's at least 20, isn't it? Not Shadow Sword. The one with a big Vulcan Mega Bolter on it. That can carry people. And it's like, yeah, that's not carrying that many guardsmen inside it, is it? Based on that. Land Raider 12 transport capacity or whatever it is, only if they can cram in like a can of
Land Raider
sardines.
12 transport capacity or whatever it is, only if they cram them in like a can of sardines. And even then the door remains open.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, people did in the past like cut down and mold Space Marines into dioramas like Firstborn Marines to prove it's like, hey, technically you can fit 10 Space Marines in here. Because back then, I think it had a transport capacity of 10, not 12. With a Rhino, you definitely couldn't fit 10 Space Marines in there. For Land Raider, you could think, okay, feasibly, it could maybe fit 10 Firstborn Marines if some of them have to stand. But for Rhino, you are not fitting 10 Marines in there. At least the model Manta model is big enough. Yeah, a lot of the Forge World models were definitely big enough because they came with like the guardsman or the tower, whatever, sat inside them. And as a result, its scale of how much it could fit was based on how many models were actually inside the transport. Now, there are some arguments to be made, though, that for plastic, it's much, much thicker than the metal would be. So it's like if we scale up to the size of what the model should be, the plastic walls are clearly many, many, many inches thicker than they need to be, scaled up. But if you were to make it as thin as they should be, they'll basically be paper thin. And if you did make it paper thin, though, you could fit everything that needs to be inside it, like with a Chimera and stuff. Like a Chimera, you might think, yeah, I'm not fitting 10 guardsmen into the back of there, but you could scale up the inside of it to be more realistic if you just didn't have massively thick plastic walls. The same goes for lots of things, I guess. But still, you're not fitting that many Space Marines inside a Rhino. The Rhinos would have to be so much bigger. And at that point, the Rhino should just be so much tougher than it currently is. Well, that being said, I think Games Workshop, at least back before they started to do rescale models like the Space Marines, they were definitely off the idea of vehicles are going to be smaller than they have to be, or than they would actually be. The vehicle scale and the infantry scale are different scales, because it's just not feasible to print models that big and to sell models that big and that expensive. But nowadays, it's more feasible to do that sort of thing, so you're going to see more real scale vehicles. In fact, I want to compare, actually, the Primaris vehicles. I don't have a Rhino, but I do have a Land Raider. A Land Raider is meant to hold, I think it's 12 models currently. Actually, no, this is meant to hold like 20 models in it, stupidly. Because you can fit, wait, is it 20 models? Yeah, for Redeemers and the Crusaders are meant to fit like 18 models inside them. Blah. Oh yeah, I'll put books inside it. It's got books, so there's some reading to do, because Black Temple, I love reading. Actually, it's just to replace the book there that gets shot or set on fire. But yeah, as you can imagine, inside here is not enough room for everybody. The back does come off. We can't fit a model there. We look at the chairs. I don't know if you can see there. We can like see different dimples. There's one seat there, there's a second seat, there's a third seat. That's clearly not big enough for a Space Marine, but he's taken up 2 or 3 seats each. And there's another set of 3 seats down there. And another set of 3 seats there. And another set of 3 seats here. So that would be at least 12 seats. And clearly those seats are not designed for Space Marine, Firstborn or Primaris. Maybe if they didn't have the armor on, they could fit there. Just looked 14 capacity. For a Redeemer. Maybe it's 16 for the Crusader, I don't know. I swear one of them has at least 16 capacity, it's stupid. Yeah, Redeemer. The Crusader was always meant to have more capacity, and I think the Redeemer was always meant to have more capacity. This, though, is a Repulsor, which has a capacity of 12. Or is it 11? One or the other. And if you actually look, it's a little thinner. It's a little thinner, all in all. Actually, it's the same width. No, it is the same width. Never mind. But it's got big old jet engines at the back. And it's got a tiny little door here for your big old Space Marine to fit through. Look at that door compared to the Space Marine. It's stupid. You'd have to... Okay, it might just be wide enough of a Space Marine. But he's definitely ducking down to use that. And then you got the big old door at the back, which is definitely wide enough. You still have to duck down to use it, but you know. I can't take the top off this one. But yeah, it's about the same size as a Land Raider, so I don't think you're fitting 12 guys in here. It may be. If we imagine most of this is open space in the centre outside of the
So
engines.
what you're saying is, 40k vehicles heinously fail the oh no, the tank is on fire test.
Yeah, they do. They fail that test very badly. You're not getting out of this very easily. I mean, but then you're also going to have to, like, okay, there's a driver there, there's another at least one person helping man for guns, there's probably a commander, so there's at least 3 Space Marines inside here, just manning the vehicle, and maybe they don't wear armor. Scorpio, hi Scorpio, how you doing? But yeah, I don't really think that even the modern models are scaled up for Space Marines. I think some of the Guardian vehicles are much more realistic for the size. Like, you especially got the Sentinel, which was scaled up and stuff. But I don't think the Sentinel was exactly unrealistic. You just had this, like, I don't think this engine is really big enough of this massive thing. But, yeah. Oh, TA returned. Hi. That being said, everything on this actually feels like it is a smaller scale than everything else. Like, its multi-motor does not feel as big as other multi-motors. Let's compare it. Yeah, its multi-motor is significantly smaller than the multi-motor on the Redeemer. Its last cannons are significantly smaller than you'd expect last cannons to be. Its big old assault cannon is actually only the size of... It's barely any bigger than a normal assault cannon. It's longer, but in terms of the barrels, it's not that much bigger. So it definitely feels like this is purposely built to a different scale to the normal Space Marines. You know? Like, all its weapon systems just feel slightly smaller than they should be. When the vertical hatch M4 Sherman fails and oh no, the tank is on fire test better than the 40k vehicles, oh no. Yeah, it's true. It's true. To be fair for Space Marines, they don't care if things are on fire, as long as it's not that horrible fire liquid that, you know, burns forever. 40k napalm. Yeah, it feels like this should be 10% bigger. Like, that big. This big. Or this big. And that wide. Or maybe that wide, that big. Bit taller. Yeah. I think if you made it 10% bigger, it would actually be more appropriate for the scale. Land Raider, on the other hand, I feel needs to be significantly bigger. Especially for how many people it's meant to have inside it at any one point. I don't like that gap there, but the gap appears. Feels like it would have to be like... way bigger. As I said, it feels like it'd have to be Baneblade size, which is ridiculous. Oh, Promethium for fuel, for that tank they are in, for that Promethium. Oh yeah, it's all charming nicely. I don't think it's Promethium, there's a different word. It still begins with a P. It's called like... Prospect. When it burns, anything it burns becomes fuel for the fire. So... it constantly, it's like, it burns for weeks, days, decades, years into decades, into centuries, if there's like nothing done to put it out. It can just burn non-stop forever. Phosphex, something like that, yeah. As long as it's not that, I think the Space Marines will be fine with a fire. But you never know. I mean, Space Marine 2 had the entire Promethium explosion going on. That wiped out Carnifexus. But that was meant to be like an entire refinery full, so I don't know. Space Marine 2 is weird. Like, into types of missions you're doing are much more accurate to how Space Marines are meant to be. Like, if you read Space Marine lore, the missions that Space Marines are meant to go on are more like, you know, Space Marine 2, where it's like a squad, an elite squad or a couple of squads go out to hunt a specific target, and they do as maximum damage as they can, and they're just out there like destroying capillary towers, taking out a random titan or a hive tyrant, making sure a massive explosion goes off, things that even other elites wouldn't be able to do, like stormtroopers and Kasvakin, Tempestus Scions, or Karasikin. They shouldn't really be fighting battles like we're doing for tabletop. We have the phosphor stuff on Edmech pistols. Pretty strong stuff. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. The servitors we're building also get their basic weapon is that. Actually, I wanted to check how strong is that. So one more time to our website. Yay! Anything new? Anything new news? No, there isn't. Actually, we didn't look at the Deepkin, did we? Look at all the new Deepkin stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. For downloads, 40k, other rules. Yeah, I wanted to see. The basic weapon is a phosphor blaster. Ignores cover, rapid fire 1, strength 4, no AP, ballistic skill 4. Versus the incendiary igniter, ignores cover, torrent, it's only strength 3, but it does get d6 attacks, it doesn't need to roll to hit. Okay, for incendiary igniter is better. I thought if a phosphor blaster had AP on it or was like damage 2 or whatever, it might be worth using for that over the igniter, but no. Might as well just get 3 igniters. Oh. Servo spikes, data claw. Servo claws. Pretty fun. Well, what's the heavy arc rifle do? Yeah, that's like almost anti-tank. But yeah. So, what was I gonna say? I don't know. We got some painting done. Not as much as I should have done, because they gap too much. But I need to end the stream here so I can go and get other stuff done after the stream. I get these guys finished being built. Oh, look at him. Look at him go. Fight that guy. Fight. He's dead. Never mind. He can't fight him. So, anyway, love heart to you all. Remember, take care of the yap never ends. The yap does never end, it's true. But take care of it. Oh gosh, my nose. I've got a nose. Sorry if a hay fever got to me before I was ending. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Be kind to others and vice versa. It's very important nowadays. And work hard, play harder. And eat good food. Sleep well. Dream of cupcakes, but don't eat the cupcakes. They're friends, not food, you silly eggs. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you all. Whee! Ah! I'm sleaze. I won't be streaming again until Saturday because Thursday's my rest day. Friday I'm in not hospital, I'm at the dentist and at the doctor's. And then Saturday will be our long stream. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream if you've not already.